friends and fans. My name is Oberchidera Joy, and I'm back to encourageeachother.org. Yes, I'm still using that name for my network when it sets. And behind the camera today is my one and only camera woman. Happy, say hello.
Hello.
Okay, I've been offline for some time. I've been having some emotional issues. Yeah, I'm a woman. Yeah, sometimes you got have it. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about the mind. Is it the master or the slave? The only slave master a man needs to be freed from is actually his mind. The only slave master that can actually decrease or increase a man is his mind. The man's mind is what defines a man. Okay? Now, what is it about this mind that we are actually talking about? Many have lost the reins over their mind, letting whosoever to go therein and dwell therein, swinging them in directions that are undefined. You forget that the thoughts you let rule you is what controls you. The thoughts you control is what you rule. Okay? It's either you're ruling what's in your mind or what's in your mind is actually ruling you. So I'm going to ask you a question. What lies in your mind? Before we go into that three details, okay, I'm going to tell you a little story of this mind. So, thanks to my one and only cousin, not really my only cousin, but she actually believed in me, Chinwokeke. She actually persuaded me to go for BB Niger auditions. Yes, your baby girl was there, like I really was there auditioning, but the thing is not about whether I was selected or not. The main thing that actually amazed me was the amount of belief people had in themselves. We reached there, they told us there were just 3 slots for people there, and guess what, there were above 200,000 people. And there was the power religion has always been telling us about, the power of belief. For in that midst, in that crowd coexisted the Muslims, the traditionalists, the pagans, the Christians, and whatsoever religion you're going to name them about, as in you're going to name about. And I was amazed. For even when it was 3 o'clock, people refused to go. Even when they've not gotten in, they still refuse to go because they believed. Let me tell you something. The steadfastness is not in any particular religion that defines you. It's your steadfastness in believing in that particular religion that actually defines what you get from that religion. Now, let's roll it back a minute. This mind, what does it do? What has it done? What is it able to do? You know, when you look at our forefathers, if you had told them that you can pile sand on top of sand and mix it with something and actually build a house, they would not have believed you. They preferred carving out stones, carving out caves in stones, and actually residing in them. But because a man's mind believed, it conceived, the notion was perceived, it became a dream, the reality was born, and now we are living in houses. There are many flows, there are a lot of inventions that has been created because a man's mind believed. Before we continue, let me ask you another question. What is ruling your mind? What is going on in your mind? What has your mind preconceived? What has it perceived? Why are you shutting it up? What reins have you given over it? Why is it ruling you? Or are you the one ruling it? Because the master is that mind. And when it will become a slave is when you're able to rule it, not when it's able to rule you. I know many would think I'm blabbing. Many would think it's not being quite right. This girl, something is touching her brain. But when you're in your quiet time, can you sit down somewhere and ask yourself, dearest mind of mine, what have you been doing? What have you been doing? Because this period we are in is not what actually broke down Babel or actually tried building Babel was not the communication status. It was the ability to communicate the mind, the belief of the mind. For he said, whatsoever they believed in, that they could achieve. So it wasn't about the communication. That's why you can find a Scottish person having a business with a Nigerian person, even though they can't speak the same language, they can't even communicate well, but because their mind connects, their mind believes, that's why they are able to run in a lot of dogs, a lot of, dough. So it is not about the communication. We are just trying to confuse it with the fact that we need to speak one language before we can connect. No, it's about the mind. It's what you connect to that actually matters to you. So please do sit down somewhere. Ask yourself a question. Dearest mind of mine, what have you been up to recently? What have you been doing? What have you been preconceiving? For therein lies the answers that will amaze you of who you are, of what you are able to do, of what you are able to achieve. See you next time when we are going to talk about the communication and the mind, and the time and the value it does in mining your mind. Try to mind the substance that lies in you. Thank you so much.